Hi, my name is Linda Gano. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creation is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large weddings in and around the Philadelphia area. We service New York, Delaware, New Jersey, and Eastern Pennsylvania. So we do all types of wedding. Some of our popular service are one of coronations. Most people call it day of coronations, and but there's no such thing as day off. Um, but I see the idea behind it. It's actually month off. The reason why it's called month off coronation is because a month leading towards your weddings, you hire a planner who would then coordinate the rest of your wedding. So for DIY brides who wants to plan their wedding from start to finish, but then realize at the end of the day they can be in two places at one. You can be getting married in ceremony station, maybe decorating or making sure if your hors d'oeuvres is being served, if guests is going to, it's going to be challenging. So most couple in return hire a month of coordination who will help them add the finishing touches on the perfect day. So that's why they call month of. So month of you would transition everything to that planner, and then the planner would then take over the rest of your work. So you then turn all the stress and everything that you've been planning from a year or longer, and they would then be the one to manage it. Sometimes some people don't hire a planner. Some people might hire a florist because maybe they may have a family member or friend who already know how to do plan, and it just needs somebody to add those finishing touches and do the floor design or the decor designs. So that's why it's called month off. But a lot of people call it day off because I guess the day off that person's actually coordinated, but the proper term for it is month of coordinations. We also do full service and partial and custom events. We do birthdays, we do corporate events. So anything that need planning and decorating, we handle that. Another option that we do is home staging. So for realtors who have buildings and home and they want to stage their home to make it more appealing to guests for them to see how the space would look before they move in, or people who are constructing a new building, a building model, we then go in and decorate their house or then stage that room for your guests so that when they walk in, they actually feel like they are at home and see how the space will look and how they will be able to utilize those spaces. So those are some of the things that we do. And we also do custom events. Custom events is for, and I try to meet my clients where they are. So let's say you want to plan a wedding, but you don't know exactly what you want and you want different ideas and different things for your weddings. We then put a package together. So maybe you may not want a full service, you may not want partial, you may not want one of you want something that to fit your new needs. So what we do, we then put those packages together to help you plan your dream wedding. So that's what pretty much in a nutshell, that's what my business do. Today, but that's enough about me and my company. Today, I want to talk about the all or planning structures of your wedding. And I know in prior video I talk about how to plan your wedding, but also in months leading up to the wedding, what are some of the things that you do? The first thing I want to say is that make sure you are very organized. If you're not an organized person by nature, I require that you get a wedding planning book or wedding planner journal. You can get those from Barnes and Nobles, Target. Oh, you can even go online. They have access to free content that's pretty free. What that does for you is that it helps you to be organized and know all the things that you need to do leading up to your wedding. Because wedding planning is very stressful. It's one of the top 10 stressful business in the world. Actually, because now you have two anxiety level. One as a planner, and two is your special day and you want everything to go right. So you have two level of stress that just pack on. So if you are planning your wedding, if you are organized, and make your life easier. It helps you to structure yourself. It helps you to know what everything is. So when you are transitioning to somebody else, whether it's a planner, or a family member, or a friend, you have everything and they know exactly what to do and they can follow everything 100%. And when I mean detail planning, let's say from the time to your venue, you want to do a timeline to know what time this person gonna come in, what time this person gonna walk in, who's gonna be what, who's gonna be doing what. You want to put detailed information. So if you have these checklists, this wedding checklist, it helps you tell you what time you're supposed to do this. As for example, for invitation, most of the time your invitation should be sent out between 12 to 10 weeks before your wedding. That enough time give people time to RSVP to receive the invitation and send those things back to you. Save the days a lot longer. It's anywhere between 8 to 16 weeks. What that is, it gives people about 3 months. Give people enough time to properly plan, letting the guests know what thing it is supposed to do. And and another aspect is budget. I talk about budgeting everything I do because budget is very important. If you don't properly budget for your wedding, you might end up spending too much or too little, or one of the worst thing ever is putting money where you're not supposed to put it, and then in the end it's like 2 weeks leading towards your wedding you have this huge financial responsibility that you don't know how you're going to come up with the funds to take care of this wedding. But if you budget properly, these things help you. It help you manage your day. It help you make your day go smoother. And I know a lot of brides, sometimes we see a lot of things in Pinterest. And one thing I would say, ladies, stop buying everything you see. Not every idea you see on the internet is cute. Most of the time people buy so many junk and they don't use it. And as I stated, 3 hours. The first question before you buy anything, you're gonna ask, can I use this? Two, would I be able to reuse this? Because the thing about it is that if you, let's say you go ahead and buy this beautiful centerpiece, this to go along with your team wedding, after that wedding, what are you going to do with it? A lot of time people say, oh, well, I can always sell it. But how many bride will actually need that? How many people actually will be able to use it? When are you going to get that value back that you sold it for? In the end, you might end up spending too much money and it might come as a loss. So before you purchase something, make sure it's something that you are going to use. Don't just buy things because you think it's cute. That's how you waste money. And another thing is that the certain wedding ideas we can cut down. A lot of people feel that, oh, well, I need all these grand skin of things. Yes, they look pretty, they look beautiful. But you want to spend your money in the right way to get the benefit. I see, and one of the things that I tell a lot of brides in my when I come across is that when it comes to the decor, a lot of people want to scheme on the decor. They want to scheme on the reception space. They want to do scheme on the meals per person. They want to scheme on the drinks. But then it's like, look at it. You are buying a $10,000 dress, but you can't even pay $100 per person to fill your guests. You are buying renting a scratch limo or this car that you're paying maybe $1,000 for, but you can't even pay $500 for alteration to alter your dress. So these are the things that, and you paying money for other things that's not important. You want a top chef liquor or alcohol, but you don't even have money for lighting. You don't even have money to pay the right photographer. You don't have enough money to pay the right DJ. You don't have the right money to pay your videographer. You're spending money on things that you shouldn't spend it on, and then you expect people to give you discount at different prices. Oh, well, it's too expensive. No, it's not that it's too expensive. It's you are paying for the service. Anybody who has mastered into this business, you are paying for the service. It's like when you walk into the store to Louis for time, you don't tell them to get. There's no such thing as discount. You can buy $1,000 back without even looking twice. But when it comes to pictures for your wedding, you want a photographer to take $500 off the budget to make it simple. For a bag that will go ahead and be ruined in a couple of months or maybe top a year if you don't wear it that often. But a wedding picture that will last a lifetime, you're not willing to spend that money on it. So Examine your priorities. Make sure they are in line with what it is you want to order. If you didn't take anything out of this video today, make sure you're set, organized. Two, put your priorities in line. And three, make sure that you give yourself the wedding that you want, not the wedding that somebody else's want for you. But thank you for watching. Share, like, and follow. I do have event planning seminar classes that I do online to teach bride how to plan your own wedding. You can also schedule a 30-minute free consultation to talk to me, not one of my staff, but talk to me in person about information in regards to your wedding. Thank you, and you have a beautiful day.